All right, welcome back. We're going to play round 2 of the web tour on the SGT, the Simulator Golf Tour. As I mentioned before, this is one of 4 possible tournaments on the SGT, the Simulator Golf Tour. They vary in speed, in terms of ball speed. The web tour limits you to 143 miles an hour ball speed, I think 3 times in a season on a new level, and you're DQ'd from the web. So me as a short hitter, I still get to play on the web. There's also the SGT, the Simulator Golf Tour. I think that's where most people play. Then there's the Pro Tour, where some of the better players start to congregate. And then there's the Tips Tour, which all the best players and long hitters and young dudes are playing out there and playing pretty darn well. It's pretty impressive. I'm back for round 2 in the web tour this week. I did shoot a -2 in round 1 with a little bit of a squirrely driver. So here we are at number 1 to see if we can correct that in round 2. We've got a little more wind today on this round. All right, set that one out in the middle finally. It's about time I get off to a decent start on this hole. All right, 219 yards up the hill. The wind's going to be pushing that pretty hard to the right. Let's get on the right screen here. Apologies for all the moving around, but I would like to play decently. Let's get this aimed up here. And we'll start this round 2 by trying to let a controlled 3-wood ride the wind into position on this very short par 5. Still not sure why this is a par 5, but here we go. Nope, just a little short. Oh, yeah, just a little short. It almost ran up there, but here we are. It leaves about 20 yards. Kind of an extreme hole here, but I think we can just get out of this bunker to the 20 yards. That needs to go down the hill a little bit more for the guy. He wanted to get close for the birdie putt. This is going to make it a little more troublesome. We got a slight double breaker. It is moving a little bit more to the left overall, as you can see. So I think it's going to be about like that. Maybe just a hair, so much less than that. This first part's going to send it over there. So 16 feet, 10 inches, uphill 1 inch. And it just doesn't quite move enough to do that. My cursor's there, so let's get rid of there. Miss out on a birdie hole. Go to a little bit of a longer par 4. Well, a little bit of a longer par 4, given these tees that I'm playing, and given the fact that last hole was 450 yards, par 5. All right, that's a little better. I'm not fading off that one as much. That'll cover some distance and not be too bad for me. Still back, too much backspin on that ball, that's why it limits the distance, but now we're uphill. Wind is maybe moving us to the left a little bit, which actually fights my tendency, my miss tendency. So let's just send it up there. Sit right there, huh? Is it going to? Yeah. Come back off it a little bit. Okay, well, a couple of good shots mixed in here. Let's see if we can lag something close. There's a lot of extreme break to it, definitely. Downhill 8 inches, 23.6. Got to read more break if I'm going to hit that soft. That's plenty of speed. In fact, it's the right amount of speed, but it's an under read. Just didn't read enough there. All right, here's a short par 4. An opportunity to maybe be a little bit more aggressive, but let's still get a good drive out there. See, that's on the verge of flying off to the right and being blocked, but we're forcing that to stay. That'll find the right side pocket. A little bit of the miss right there. Downhill, 8 feet and 114 yards. Wind is at my back, so I think this is basically a stock pitching wedge, I believe. mounts maybe, and then a release out to close. Let's hit a birdie putt, huh? Okay, 6.5 feet, pretty straight. All right, we're in for a birdie. We're at -1 for the round, -3 for the tournament. Let's see if we can throw a few more in here. This one's downhill 11 feet and 180 yards. And I'm going to hit a comfortable 5-iron. Let it come back to the hole off the ground here. Right there, settle, settle, settle. Okay, a little bit of a hotter bounce than I thought. Needed to come in higher, obviously, but my 6-iron, as you can see, would not have quite covered the bunker. So here we are. Long curler, 29 feet, downhill 4 inches. It doesn't move that much, but it moves the whole way. It comes real close to that much. In fact, let's give it that much and trust the hill. Not quite enough oomph in it, huh? Okay, we're lagging in for a gimme par. We'd like to have given that a little better scare. Moves on to number 5, another fairly short par 4. This one dogleg slightly left from the tee box. And blocked off to the right, a little slight double cross considering what we're trying to do there, but it won't leave us too much damage. It'll leave us a little longer iron than we want, that's for sure. Downhill 9 yards. I think because the rough's been penalizing me a little bit here, I'm still going to hit 5-iron here. And I'm going to smother it off to the left. Leave myself a little challenge for an up and down. That's it. That's another challenging putt coming back now. Let's hit one. All right, it's not too out of control in terms of movement, but it definitely moved. 12 feet 8 inches, uphill about an inch. Let's try moving just about less than that, I think, right? I think it's moving about that much. About that much. 12 feet 8 and uphill an inch. There we go. We'll get that par in and try to get out of here and keep those sweaty pars to a minimum. Those ones make you sweat. All right, uphill 5 inches. A little bit of wind pushing, and you know, with my missed tendency, we're going to split that difference right there. We're going 131 and we're going uphill. The wind's helping a little bit, or pushing off to the right a little bit, but not helping or hurting so much. So aim for that wind. Low on it now. I guess I didn't need to move it as much as I did, huh? You gonna stay right there and give me a putt at it? Well, at least I got a little putt at it, right? That's definitely moving every bit of that. Until 3 inches. Oh, okay, well, thought I had a chance for a read for the second. Another short par 4. Gonna make sure we get clear of the danger though here, because the missed tendency is the danger. So we want to bring it up here a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's somewhere right in there is our missed tendency. So let's get another good look at something. Move to the right for me. All right, 133 uphill. The wind is fighting just a hair. We do want to put this off with the wind just a hair and let it freeze up there again. This one's up a little bit more uphill than the last one was. So I think because it's uphill, because the wind wants to fight it, because I want to go smooth, we're going to go 8-iron here. Big bounce, come on. I need a bigger bounce than that, dang it. You gonna stay there? Okay, it stays there, but I should have hit that a little harder instead of trusting the smooth part. It moves the whole way, right? It does. It's uphill quite a bit, 10 inches. Yeah, that'll get it within the lag, so we'll take the gimme for par and move on to number 8, which is another short par 4. I'm trying to get out here and make a move here in round 2. Still on the front 9. And that's going to block off the right as well. That's how I do it. And we're going to be off in the heavy stuff again. Dang it, I cannot make that adjustment. That is something I need to adjust to, isn't it? I'm way up here, and I think last time I did go with 2 extra clubs, and I'm going to play that again. So we need this to come out every bit of that 114. Yep, didn't hit it smooth, didn't hit it well. So shouldn't be a surprise. Let's see if we can get something up there tight. All right, we're within the gimme. That brings us to number 9. Lands a 379-yard par 4. Well, I'm sure you're seeing the repeat, and I'm feeling and seeing it. I can't, and I know what I'm doing, but can't quite get it ironed out. So the struggle is, for the time being, real. 8 yards uphill, wind's a little bit in my face. That will not be enough to get there. And we're leaning on the short game just a little bit again here today. That needs to settle. The little hill to come back off of. Okay, a little makeable putt coming back here on 9. It's going to move just about that much on the 7'10" and 2 inches downhill. We're in for our par. Feeling like we stole one there, and we make the turn at 1 under for the tournament, or 1 under for the round, 3 under for the tournament. Now, try to downhill 8 yards the way it is. We're going to try to play for this and see what we can do. Be aggressive, I guess. This is, from these tees, our chance of trying to be like the long ones, let's say. Well, it's on the right line. I just don't think you could possibly get there, right? Big bounce. Well, it wasn't quite the right line, but it sure was close. Okay. We scared this one. Stick on the side there. And little 11-yard chip, 1'8" up the hill. Now, we'll take the birdie and get out of there like that. We come to par 5, 486 yards, up the hill, wind in our face. 3-shot par 5 for this guy. A little closer. A little closer. My miss pocket. The right pocket of the fairway is my miss. If I hit it well. So let's get one up there. Fly in. Just. Repeat apologies for the microphone situation. I'm doing my best out here. Can't believe the other one cut away like that, but it did. And there's that 3-wood block that blocks bad and into the trees, you can give me a shot, just stand soft. Should still have a shot, right? I think so. 98 yards, wind into me. Out of the rough, uphill 9 feet 6. Control the pitching wedge in there. 1 knot. I'm going to squirt off the pitching wedge short badly. And lean on the par on the short game again to try to make par. Okay, and he's in for another par. And we scramble off to number 12. Try to get ourselves in situation again here. I think I remember that this is outside my driver range, so just a comfortable line into this spot in here somewhere, right? Yeah. Stop that spot right there and let it fly. And probably float down to the right side of the fairway. Be in good position. All right, right to the front. This is the sand wedge. Whoops, didn't mean to press the volume button there. All right, 77 yards. Oh, is that about right, or is it too much? Oh, it's just a hair too much, isn't it? Okay. Well, got an 18-footer or so. A little mild break. Move all the way, the whole way, right? Just didn't hit it enough, didn't hit it hard enough. I need to trust that just a bit more and hit it. Sticks at -2 after 13, which is -4 for the tournament. So we're going to kind of have to close out fairly strongly here. And we enter a short par 4. Number 13, another scoring opportunity. Step into that one about good and leave myself a good iron in, right? Okay. 100 yards in. I think it's kind of been feeling as though this is a 52-yard wedge at full. Because I've got that wind behind me. Should be the right one. Oh, and I came over it and smothered that one too, didn't I? Dang it. All right. Let's go back to the short game. Because right now, even with my wedge, I'm just not putting good shots in there. So, an 11-yard chip coming up out of the rough. Doesn't take much. We got to get it over that little swale. All right, I'll get within the gimme zone. And go to number 14, a par 3, 4 yards down, wind at our tail. This is an 8 iron, I believe. Well, this could be a good shot. I like the feel of that. All right, what do we got? Still gonna have to hit the putt coming back, but it was a good iron. Was the right iron. That moves just a hair that way, barely any at the end. There we go, I think that's about right. That should take care of both parts of the break completely. Just hit a straight putt. All right, he's in for another birdie. He gets to 3 under for the round, 5 under for the tournament. And we've got a 412-yard par 4 little dog leg to the right. So if we just hit the right ball there, we'll find the right part of the fairway, but we gotta keep it under control. That's not quite it, but it's close. There we go. Right to the middle. I know, it's got too much backspin, that's my complaint. I don't mind anything else about it except all that backspin. So that leaves us 165 downhill. The wind is helping us a little bit again too. I think this is probably a 7 iron. I don't think it's overswung. It's a 7 iron. pulled it. Yeah, I might have overswung it, in fact. No, I just pulled it. So, we're going to have a long putt up the hill, 30 feet or so, 35, 33. It was a bit at the end. Not that much, maybe. Not a ton, right? Just a hair more than that, I think. I don't know why. I just do. So let's send this down the hill. Yeah, well, I guess I overran it as it turned out. Whoops. I have one there. Okay. Go to 16 here at Riviera on the WEB Tour. We're -3 for the round, -5 for the tournament. And let's get ourselves wind across, which helps the miss. Downhill 10 feet. I think this is back to that 8-iron, and then just trusting that the wind does the heavy lifting here. Let's go. Sit right there. All right, 8 yards, down the hill 1 foot 1 inch. Go in. Yes, thank you. Stole one right there. I love that. Gets to -4 for the round, -6 for the tournament. Headed uphill here at number 17. On what is certainly a 3-shot par 5, and let's just focus on a nice drive. Okay, that leads to, I can feel myself pulling from the top, and that's going to be off in the bunker, but again, not too worried about it because it is a 3-shot par 5, so let's just hit something fairly flush. Let's see where all the danger is up here. There really isn't. No, the 7-wood I'm going to bring out of there. So, that's exactly what we got going here is the 7-wood. 7-wood in play. Just a lot more comfortable for me to get it back into play than the 5-iron, especially out of tough lies or the different lies. And that one comes out a little right, but that's okay. All right, 128. Wind's in my face just a little bit. And it is up the hill quite a bit, so I'm actually going to trust in that 8-iron, which has been going a few different distances for me today. Let's hit it again. And that's the block version of it. I pulled it last time, if you recall. I'm going to sit right there. Yes, and about 20 yards. I like seeing that thing. So, 20 yards. Make me hit a tough putt here to save my par now. That's a fairly straight putt. Really doesn't want to move at all. So I'm going to treat it like a perfectly straight 10-foot 4-inch putt. Get out of there with a par and go to number 18 at 4 under for the round, 6 under for the tournament. And I think as I recall, this one's just straight up the hill, and we gotta favor the uphill side here and let it come back down. Like that. Should be in good position here. It's a long par 4 for me, no matter how you slice it. So. You got to finish strong. And that is going to involve getting up the hill just a hair here. Going back to that 3-wood because we're going uphill quite a bit and the wind's in our face, so we probably can't get up there, but let's get it within close enough distance to entertain the chip in. And that's not going to be the one. Ooh, did we get no read there? We got no read there. Sorry, folks. A little anticlimactic. Let's see what we can do about that. And we can get the leaky one that you were probably expecting from me, but it'll get past the trouble for the most part, I think. Okay. 34 yards, uphill 5'7". Seems familiar to last round. Just a little bit of extra adrenaline and Leave ourselves a barely moving putt. I'm gonna let that do that. Downhill an inch. And he's in for a stolen par. Nice little 67 in round 2, so 4 under in round 2, 2 under in round 1 here at Riviera and the SGT Tour Web Tees. Let's see what the stats look like. About what we would expect. Hit a few more fairways, 1 less green, 3 less putts, got 3 sand saves, which is nice. Stuck around with no bogeys, bogey-free round there. That's nice. Made 1 bogey over 2 rounds. Thank you again for joining me. Really appreciate you coming on here. Again, check out YouTube. That's at Herschel G. Like and subscribe. There's more videos than just me tournament golfing. We're going to add more of those every week, every couple of days. Again, thanks for joining me. I will see you very soon, and thank you.